All right, everyone. Ready to deep dive on The Matrix. This one's been requested a lot, and it's not hard to see why. This movie, it's not just some sci-fi action flick. It's a philosophical puzzle box that's still messing with our heads even after all these years.
It really is fascinating how The Matrix, back in 1999, it tapped into all these anxieties we had about technology,
Yeah.
about control, about what's real, and those anxieties. I mean, they haven't gone away, have they?
Not at all. It's like the Wachowskis, the directors, were looking right into the future. But, okay, let's back up a bit for anyone who hasn't seen it, or maybe it's been a while. We've got Keanu Reeves as Neil Laurence Fishburne, as the always awesome Morpheus, and Carrie-Anne Moss as Trinity. And they're all fighting against, well, a system that's got humanity trapped big time.
And that system, the Matrix itself, that's what makes this film so thought-provoking. A whole simulated reality, a prison for the mind. It just raises these fundamental questions about what's real, what we even perceive as real.
Okay, so the story kicks off with Thomas Anderson. He's a computer programmer by day, hacker by night. Calls himself Neo. Pretty standard hero origin story so far, right? But then things get...
Well, even those names, Neo, Morpheus, they're not just random. They're like hints, breadcrumbs leading us towards the hero's journey.
Oh, for sure. The Wachowskis love their symbolism. But anyway, so Neo, he gets contacted by this mysterious underground group, led by Morpheus, who offers him a choice, the red pill or the blue pill.
The choice between, well, blissful ignorance and the sometimes harsh truth. The blue pill, that's staying plugged into the illusion, the comfort zone. But the red pill, that's choosing to see reality as it is, no matter how messed up it might be.
You got to wonder, what would you do? I mean, put yourself in Neo's shoes. It's a question that goes way beyond the movie. It's about our own willingness to face the truth, even when it's hard, even when it's scary.
Absolutely. Neo, driven by curiosity and this gut feeling that something's just not right, he takes the red pill.
And bam, he wakes up in this totally dystopian world where machines are using humans as batteries. It's bleak.
It's a complete shattering of his reality, and for the audience, too. It makes you question everything you thought you knew. It's like a modern take on Plato's allegory of the cave. We might be trapped in our own cave, taking shadows for reality.
Whoa, okay, so deep. Now we're in this bleak future. Neo joins Morpheus and his crew aboard their ship, the Nebuchadnezzar. Another one of those names that makes you think, by the way. They're fighting to free humanity, but it's not just about, shooting stuff.
Right. Neo has to train. He needs to learn the rules of the Matrix, how to bend them, how to basically break free from its limitations. Imagine having to unlearn everything you thought was real. It's a pretty intense process.
Totally. And then there's this whole prophecy thing going on. Morpheus thinks Neo is the one, the guy who's going to save everyone. And Neo's just like, wait, I'm just a programmer? What?
Classic hero's journey, right? Starts full of doubt, but through these trials he goes through, he slowly discovers his true potential. And that's something we can all relate to, right? We've all had those moments where we're not sure if we can do something.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, but we got to talk about the bad guys. The agents. These superpowered programs inside the Matrix led by Agent Smith.
Oh, Agent Smith. Talk about a chilling villain. He's like the embodiment of the system, obsessed with order and control, can't stand anything out of line.
And Hugo Weaving, he just nails that creepy, cold, menacing vibe. It's no wonder Agent Smith became such a classic movie villain.
But their conflict, it's more than just good versus evil. Agent Smith, he evolves throughout the film. He becomes like this dark reflection of Neo, representing the shadows we all have inside, the stuff we need to overcome to be truly free.
Okay, that's deep. But can we talk about those fight scenes? Neo dodging bullets, bending the laws of physics. It was revolutionary.
The visuals in The Matrix weren't just there to look cool, though they definitely did that. They were part of the story. Like, the bullet time, it wasn't just a special effect. It let the audience experience Neo's growing awareness, how he sees reality differently.
Right. It's like we're plugged into the Matrix with him, seeing the world through his eyes. But then, oh man, the betrayal. Cypher. One of Morpheus's own crew decides he'd rather go back to the Matrix, to ignorance, to that fake steak.
It's such a powerful moment because it shows that not everyone wants to wake up. Sometimes that comfortable illusion is just too tempting.
Yeah, it's a tough truth. But that makes Neo's determination to save Morpheus even stronger. He has to face Agent Smith head on. Epic showdown time.
This is where Neo really becomes the one. Not because of some prophecy, but because he chooses to believe in himself and what he's fighting for.
And the ending, man. Neo beats Smith, rescues Morpheus and Trinity, and basically declares war on the machines. It leaves you wanting more.
That's the beauty of it. The Matrix doesn't tie everything up neatly, leaves you with questions, makes you think about what this victory really means. about choice, about humanity's future in a world where technology is so powerful.
We've covered a lot, but we're just getting started. Up next, we'll dig even deeper into the themes and symbolism that make The Matrix so mind-blowing, why it's still relevant, why it still has us talking all these years later. Stick around.
All right, so let's get back into those deeper layers, the themes, because that's where the Matrix really shines, you know? It's not just the cool effects or the fights, it's the ideas, the questions it throws at you, like a whole handful of red pills.
Totally. And that big one, the one that just stays with you, it's reality versus illusion. What if everything we experience, everything, is just like a facade, you know? That's a question philosophers have been wrestling with forever, and The Matrix brings it into our world, the digital world.
It's like Plato's cave, remember? Those prisoners chained up, only seeing shadows on the wall, thinking that's all there is. The Matrix is saying, hey, what are our shadows? What are we accepting blindly without realizing there might be something much bigger going on?
And that red pill, blue pill thing, it's not just in the movie, right? It's like every day we're making choices.
Yeah.
Do we stay comfortable, ignorant, or do we seek the truth, even if it's hard, even if it hurts?
Exactly. The blue pill, it's tempting, that comfort zone, but the red pill, that's waking up, confronting reality, and that takes courage.
And that leads right into another big theme, freedom versus control. The machines in the Matrix, they're like any system that tries to box us in, you know, tell us how to think, how to feel, what to do.
It's about the ways we can be controlled without even realizing it. By society, by expectations, by fear of being different.
And Agent Smith, he's like the ultimate control freak. Everything has to be in order, no deviations allowed. He even calls humans a virus.
That's the language of dehumanization right there, reducing individuals to just a problem to be solved. The rebels, they're fighting for the right to be human, with all the messy, imperfect, beautiful stuff that comes with it.
And there's this whole destiny versus free will thing going on, too. Morpheus believes in the prophecy, but Neo has to choose to believe in himself.
That's what makes it a hero's journey, right? It's not about being given power, it's about earning it. Through struggle, through making tough choices.
Okay, so the visuals.
Yeah.
The bullet time.
Yeah.
Neo bending the rules. It's not just about looking cool, right? It's part of the story, how he sees the world differently.
Exactly. That bullet dodging scene, it's not just a special effect. It's about that shift in perception, how Neo's awareness is expanding. The film literally slows down to let us experience it with him, how he sees time and reality in a new way.
It's like those moments when we have a sudden realization and everything just clicks. We see things from a whole new perspective. The Matrix just makes that visual, makes it so powerful. And the symbolism, it's everywhere.
The White Rabbit, that's a classic, right? Leading Neo down the rabbit hole of truth. It's an invitation to us to follow that path of discovery.
And those mirrors everywhere, reflecting distorted images, reminding us that what we see might not be what's really there.
Every little detail, the names, the clothes, the sets, they all add another layer of meaning. It's like a puzzle you can keep unpacking.
And that's part of why The Matrix is still so relevant. It captured those anxieties we have about technology, about control, and those anxieties are even stronger now.
It's like they predicted it, you know? How much we rely on our devices, the lines blurring between real and virtual, the power of the online world. And it's asking us how much of our lives are really ours? How much is being shaped by algorithms, by forces trying to control our attention?
It's a question we all need to ask ourselves, especially now. We're bombarded with information, with tailored content, with these virtual experiences. The Matrix is telling us to step back, to be critical, to ask ourselves, what are we giving up for comfort, for convenience?
And the brilliant thing is, it doesn't give you the answers. It throws those questions at you and then lets them explode in your mind. It makes you wrestle with the big stuff. Reality, choice, what it even means to be human in this world of technology.
It's a film that sticks with you, gets under your skin, makes you see the world differently, even if you don't know all the answers. And we've talked about the plot, the characters, the themes, the visuals, but there's one big piece left. The ending. What does Neo's final fight with Agent Smith tell us? About reality, about transcendence. Is there a message of hope in all this?
That's where we're headed next time. We'll dig into the ending, what it means, how it impacted culture, why The Matrix is still so important today.
Stay tuned, because this deep dive is about to get even deeper. All right, so back in The Matrix for the final round of this deep dive. We've gone down the rabbit hole, explored the themes, unpacked the symbolism, and now it's time to face the ending and try to, figure out what it all means.
Yeah, the ending, it's both a resolution and, well, kind of not. It gives you this glimmer of hope, but it also leaves you with a lot of questions.
Right. It's not like a typical happy ending, is it? Neo takes down Agent Smith. He seems to, transcend the limits of the Matrix, even his own body. But what does that actually mean? Did he win? What happens next?
There are a lot of interpretations, you know? Some people see it as this triumph of free will over technology. Like, even against these incredible odds, human choice, human belief can still win out. Others see it as more open-ended, more ambiguous. Maybe humans and machines can coexist, but the film doesn't say how exactly. It leaves that open for you to think about.
And Neo's speech to the machines at the end, it's like he's declaring war and offering peace at the same time. He's saying, I'm not going to let you control us anymore, but maybe, just maybe, we can find a better way, a way we can both exist.
It goes back to that red pill, blue pill choice, doesn't it? He's giving the machines a chance to wake up, to break free from their programming. But will they? The film doesn't tell us. And that's what makes it so powerful. You have to keep thinking about it.
So we're left wondering, does the Matrix get destroyed? Do humans and machines actually find a way to live together, or is this just a pause in the fight?
The Matrix doesn't give you easy answers, does it? It just throws those questions at you, those big, heavy questions about technology, about AI, about what it means to be human, questions we're still asking ourselves today.
And it's not just the ending, right? The whole movie had a huge impact on, well, everything. Pop culture, filmmaking, even how we think about technology.
Absolutely. It was a massive hit when it came out, won awards, inspired tons of other movies and books, and the visuals, that black trench coat, the bullet time, it's iconic, it's everywhere. And the philosophical questions it raised about reality, consciousness, free will, they're still relevant, still make people think and debate.
It's a film that makes you want to watch it again and again, to pick it apart, to talk about it with other people. And it spawned so many essays, books, even whole college courses dedicated to just analyzing the Matrix. It's amazing.
And it makes sense, you know, because the Matrix predicted so much of what we're dealing with now. Our reliance on technology, the way the lines between real life and the digital world are blurring, the potential for control, for manipulation.
It's like a warning, but also maybe a challenge. It's saying, hey, even in this world of technology, human choice still matters.
To question things, to seek the truth, to fight for the future we want, that's what the Matrix is all about.
So, after spending all this time in the world of the Matrix, what do we want you, the listener, to take away from it?
I think the biggest thing is to remember that reality isn't always what it seems. Our perceptions can be tricked, and the choices we make, even the little ones, they have power. They shape the world around us. The Matrix is asking us to think critically, to challenge the status quo, to question everything, even our own existence.
It's like a call to unplug, to step outside the matrix of our everyday lives, to look deeper, to become more aware. And even if we never figure out if we're living in a simulation, just asking that question can change how we see the world, how we live in it.
So keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep choosing the red pill. And if there's one thing to remember from this whole deep dive, it's that The Matrix isn't just a movie. It's a mirror reflecting our own hopes, fears, and the incredible potential of our minds.
And with that, our journey into the Matrix comes to an end. But the conversation doesn't have to. What parts of the film resonated with you? What questions are you still thinking about? Share your thoughts, your interpretations, your own red pill moments. This is a film that deserves multiple viewings, endless discussion. Until next time, keep those minds open, keep exploring, and keep choosing that red pill.